What if I told you the next true dominant American tennis star isn't far away, and he's already proving it at the highest level? And what if I also said his name is Learner Tien, a 20-year-old left-hander who has exploded on to the ATP scene. Just now at the 2026 Australian Open, he took down one of the toughest players on tour who's been seeing a resurgence since the end of 2025, Daniel Medvedev. And not in a 5-set marathon, but in straight sets with a dominant fashion. Gritty, strategic, the kind that threatens every top player in the world. And today, we're going to explain to you why Learner Tien is on track to be in the top 10 before the end of 2026. And if you're interested in this so far, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more hot take tennis, and comment below. Are you buying the Learner Tien top 10 prediction, or am I crazy? So at the 2026 Australian Open, Learner Tien took Daniel Medvedev, a former finalist and former world number 1, and absolutely dominated him in straight sets, 4-0 and 3. It's not a fluke, especially after the war they had in last year's Australian Open. He came out swift and confident, broke Medvedev early, and rarely let him recover. Medvedev looked out of answers. Medvedev has never been bageled in a set in any major in his career. Until now. Learner hit 33 winners to 16 unforced errors, converted 70% of break points, and dictated play with variety, mixing long rallies with sharp angles, drop shots, and flat winners. Even Medvedev himself admitted it was one of those days where everything went in, which is high praise considering his elite level. Not only did Tien beat Medvedev convincingly, he became the youngest man to reach the Australian Open quarterfinals since Nick Kyrgios in 2015, and the youngest American to do so at any slam since Andy Roddick in 2002. It's not luck, it's a massive breakout moment. Now, let's talk why Tien is such a nightmare matchup. Obviously, there's the left-handed factor. Left-handed players are naturally disruptive. They change the rhythm and patterns for right-handed opponents, forcing awkward angles and spin. Most of the tour is right-handed, and it already gives Tien a tactical advantage. And his style is gritty and relentless. He constructs points rather than just blasting winners. He's not the typical American style serve forehand combo. He'll hit high velocity flat shots, sharp, loopy cross-court angles, surprising drop shots, excellent defensive retrieval, and patience that makes his opponents really earn every point. You're not going to see a lot of unforced errors off the racket of Learner Tien. He doesn't play the raw power tennis that we see from most Americans, the Ben Sheltons, the Taylor Fritzes. It's more strategic dismantling. And he'll make his opponent look worse than they actually are. It's why Medvedev couldn't get rhythm in their match. Again, Tien won't outpower his opponents. He outthinks them, outmoves them, and forces them to make their mistakes. It's not like this is one fluke match. He's been building this since last year. In 2025, he finished at a career-high ranking inside the top 30. He became one of a select group of young Americans to win multiple ATP Challenger titles before breaking through on tour. He's already beaten multiple top 10 players like Medvedev, Zverev, Rublev, Ben Shelton, Lorenzo Musetti, demonstrating he has weapons that win high-pressure matches. And obviously, at the 2026 Australian Open, he's proving he belongs with the elite of the elite. And he's not done yet. Let's see how Zverev fares. His current profile shows left-handed tactical strength, a top 30 ranking with a career high close to 25, strong baseline control and adaptability across surfaces, and it's exactly the trajectory of players who break into the top 10. Consistent wins at the biggest scale and deep slam runs. And what makes Tien even more dangerous is that his game looks completely unassuming to the naked eye. Again, he's not blasting 110-mile-per-hour forehands like Ben Shelton. He's not hitting people off the court with the serve +1 like Taylor Fritz. But if you actually watch closely, he's dismantling his opponents point by point because his decision making is nearly perfect. Every ball has purpose. Every rally has direction. His placement forces uncomfortable movement. His footwork keeps him balanced, forward, and most importantly, his court IQ is elite. He's always one shot ahead. He knows when to redirect, when to absorb pace, when to change height, and when to pull the trigger. That's why players slowly unravel against him. A lot of the time you'll see close first sets and then Tien runs away with it because he starts to figure them out. And it's why his opponents don't lose in spectacular fashion. They more so just get quietly taken apart. He reminds me of a younger Leighton Hewitt, if you're looking for a comparison. Now, here's why Tien will be top 10 by the end of 2026. Number one, he's beaten top players. The victory over Medvedev wasn't a fluke. He's done it 3 times now. And he's now beaten multiple top 10 opponents in tour events. Number two, he has some of the best mental toughness out there. Handling the spotlight at a slam effortlessly, even with setbacks like early nosebleeds. It just shows maturity beyond his years. Number 3, left-handed players are hard to prepare for. Look at Ben, for example. Tour players barely see quality lefties, and they struggle when a consistent, intelligent lefty like Tien attacks angles. Number 4, I think his game fits all surfaces more than any of the other Americans. I don't think he's gonna be a one-surface wonder. Hard court will probably be his home, but he's going to excel on grass, and his heavy baseline rallies show adaptability for clay, which furthers and makes easier ranking progression. And number 5, well, the ranking system rewards slam runs. It's easy. Making quarterfinals and beyond at slams gives massive ranking points. And combine that with a few good Masters results, and he's poised to vault into the top 10 maybe before mid-year. Now, our final thought, this isn't hype. It's evidence. When a 20-year-old left-hander takes down multiple elite players, commands points with both brains and power, and does it consistently across matches, it's not a fluke. Learner Tien isn't just a breakout story. He's the next American contender who will crash the top 10 before the end of 2026. And if you're a tennis fan who loves unpredictable, gritty, competitive bonds, you're going to want to remember his name. See you next time.